was a scientist whose name was Alfred Wegener. He noticed that the continents looked just like pieces of a broken puzzle. By 1915 he called it continental drift. It caused a rift with his fellow scientists who sang, ha ha, Alfred Wegener, you are a crazy man. Ha ha, Alfred Wegener, you are a crazy little man. They reminded him he had no proof for how or why the continents could do this. And until you show just how or why, you merely have one interesting hypothesis. Until this evidence we see, you don't have a theory. Ha ha, Alfred Wegener, you are a crazy man. Ha ha, Alfred Wegener, you are a crazy little man. In the year of 1930, on an expedition to Greenland, Wegener got caught in a blizzard. When they finally found him, it was much too late, and they buried him in an icy mausoleum. 30 years after he died, a new idea came to light. It changed the way geologists saw the world and brought continental drift back to life. Now everybody sings, yeah, Alfred Wegener, you are a brilliant man. Yeah, Alfred Wegener, you are a brilliant, brilliant man. Continental drift, Alfred Wegener's theory, continental drift. Alfred Wegener's theory, continental drift. Alfred Wegener's theory, continental drift. Alfred Wegener's brilliant theory.
Fossil rock. Yeah. Woo. You dig?
Fossil rocks are in the ground tonight. They've been down there for a really long time.
Yeah.
They contain the history of life. They've been down there for a really long time. Fossil rocks are in the ground tonight. They've been down there for a really long time. They are literally on the ground. Take your hammer out and
Break that. Look at the ground, partly rock, plus plants and animals stuck in the spot, huh? Each new layer stacking up, so the oldest on the bottom and the newest on top. So how old is your fossil, bro? Well, it was pretty far down, so it's pretty darn old. And I dated this one, so I got to know. It's from 3.5 billion years ago. Yo, I got that lava flow, volcano, air full of particles and smoke. There goes life as they know, now that's a blast. Most rocks ain't moving that fast. The sediment's evidence like a present telling us of the past.
Fossil rocks are in the ground tonight. They've been down there for a really long time. They contain the history of life. They've been down there for a really long time. Fossil rocks are in the ground tonight. They've been down there for a really long time. They are literally on the grind. Take your chisel out and
Flake that. Every day I'm shoveling. Brushing them, brush it off. You hear the story of life as told through rock, the story of the earth as told through life. Now stop, do the trilobite, continental plates.
Okay, now let's start with minerals, solid, naturally occurring substances made from elements, singles or combos of many. Inorganic means they don't come from plants or animals. Always a fixed chemical structure, examples are quartz or gold. Alright, now from minerals, let's talk about what a rock is. Composed of many different compounds, structures not consistent. There are major types of rocks, in total there are three: igneous, metamorphic, and sedimentary. First off, it's igneous, when a volcano erupts, spews magma and then it cools down, hardens within the Earth's crust. Going to the metamorphic, formed by massive heat or pressure. Sometimes they're found by the fault lines where plates push against each other. Sedimentary rocks from sediment combining, like a river picking up some deposit pieces. Give the rock eventually. Igneous comes from a volcano, metamorphic formed by pressure or heat. Sedimentary small pieces from a Okay, so over millions of years, rocks form in a few different ways and transition to the three rock types. Continuous cycle of change. Most rocks start as igneous, volcano, magma, harden, wind and water break rock into small pieces to piles of sediment. Sediment builds up, sedimentary rock it becomes. The rock is covered up and ends up inside the Earth's crust. With heat and pressure rise and rock goes through metamorphosis, becomes a metamorphic rock, then cycle starts over again. One thing to know about this cycle is the order's not specific. Rocks can change to different types based on a different environment. Yeah. Igneous comes from a volcano, metamorphic formed by pressure or heat. Sedimentary small pieces from a river over millions of years. Igneous comes from a volcano, metamorphic formed by pressure or heat. Sedimentary small pieces from a river over millions of years.
Deep Blues.
Dad was always coming and going on his adventures. But this time he seemed more excited. He said he'd found it, some great treasure.
When I was older, I found the notes he left behind. Directions to a graveyard.
Uncle Eli tried to stop me. But Dad had been gone for 2 years. I had to find him.
There are 8 planets in the solar system. We revolve around the sun. Join us to learn about the different planets. Now sing along and have some fun.
My name is Mercury. I'm the second hottest planet, the closest one to the sun.
Law 1. An object at rest tends to stay rest on. An object in motion will stay in motion. Keeps going at the same speed and direction. That means when a ball is kicked, the particles act on it. Features of our planet start acting in an instant. One is air resistance to the ball through friction. Gravity acts upon it, falls back to the surface. Force is anything that changes the state of an object. Law 1. An object at rest tends to stay rest on. An object in motion will stay in motion. Keeps going at the same speed and direction. That means when a ball is kicked, the particles act on it. Features of our planet start acting in an instant. One is air resistance to the ball through friction. Gravity acts upon it, falls back to the surface. Force is anything that changes the state of an object to moving. On Earth, the strongest force is gravity. Yeah, sir. Isaac Newton. 3 laws of motion. Law 2. An object with more mass takes more force to move. Force equals mass times acceleration, so you must kick the ball harder to have the same conclusion. The third law of motion states for every action there must be an opposite and equal reaction. So when that ball is kicked, one force will be event. The other force is the ball is the opposite direction. Force is anything that changes the state of an object to moving. On Earth, the strongest force is gravity. Yeah, sir. Isaac Newton. 3 laws of motion.
And now, a of the periodic table.
There's hydrogen and helium, then lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon everywhere, nitrogen all through the air, with oxygen so you can breathe, and fluorine for your pretty teeth, neon to light up the sign, sodium for salty times,
Magnesium,
aluminium, silicon,
phosphorus,
then sulfur, chlorine, then argon,
potassium,
and calcium so you'll grow strong,
scandium,
titanium, vanadium, and chromium, and manganese. This is the periodic table, noble gas is stable, halogens and alkali react aggressively. Each period will see new outer shells while electrons are added, moving to the right. Iron is the 26th, then cobalt, nickel coins you get, copper, zinc, and gallium, germanium, and arsenic, selenium, and bromine, thermal, krypton helps light up your room, rubidium, and strontium, then yttrium, zirconium,
niobium,
molybdenum, technetium,
ruthenium,
rhodium, palladium,
silverware,
then cadmium and indium.
Law 1. An object at rest tends to stay rest on. An object in motion will stay in motion. Keeps going at the same speed and direction. That means when a ball is kicked, the particles act on it. Features of our planet start acting in an instant. One is air resistance, throws the ball through friction. Gravity acts upon it, falls back to the surface. Force is anything that changes the state of an object to moving. On Earth, the strongest force is gravity. Yeah, sir. Isaac Newton. 3 laws of motion. Law 2. An object with more mass takes more force to move. Force equals mass times acceleration, so you must kick the ball harder to have the same conclusion.
motion states for every action. There must be an opposite and equal reaction. So when that ball is kicked, one force will bring you fit. The other force is the ball is the opposite direction. Force is anything that changes the state of an object to a moving. On Earth, the strongest force is gravity. Ah, yeah, 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 Sir Isaac Newton. 3 laws of motion.
And now, ASAP, the elements of the periodic table.
There's hydrogen and helium, then lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon everywhere, nitrogen all through the air, with oxygen so you can breathe, and fluorine for your pretty teeth, neon to light up the signs.
Law 1. An object at rest tends to stay rested. An object in motion will stay in motion. Keeps going at the same speed and direction. That means when a ball is ticked, the vital forces act on it. Features of our planet start acting in an instant. One is air resistance, throws the ball through friction. Gravity acts upon it, falls back to the surface. Force is anything that changes the state of an object to a moving. On Earth, the strongest force is gravity. Ah, yeah, 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 Sir Isaac Newton. 3 laws of motion. Law 2. An object with more mass takes more force to move. Force equals mass times acceleration, so you must kick the ball harder to have the same conclusion. The 3rd law of motion states for every action. There must be an opposite and equal reaction. So when that ball is kicked, one force will bring you fit. The other force is the ball is the opposite direction. Force is anything that changes the state of an object to a moving. On Earth, the strongest force is gravity. Ah, yeah, 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 Sir Isaac Newton. 3 laws of motion.
And now, ASAP Science presents the elements of the periodic table.
There's hydrogen and helium, then lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon everywhere, nitrogen all through the air, with oxygen so you can breathe, and fluorine for your pretty teeth, neon to light up the signs, sodium for salty times,
Magnesium,
aluminium, silicon,
phosphorus,
then sulfur, chlorine, then argon,
potassium,
and calcium so you'll grow strong,
scandium,
titanium, vanadium, and chromium, and manganese. This is the periodic table, no gas is stable, halogens and alkali react aggressively. Each period will see new outer shell, electrons are added, moving to the right. Iron is the 26th, then cobalt, nickel coins you get, copper, zinc, and gallium, germanium, and arsenic, selenium, and rolling film, while krypton helps light up your room, rubidium, and strontium, then yttrium, zirconium,
niobium,
molybdenum, technetium,
ruthenium,
rhodium, palladium,
silverware,
then cadmium and indium,
tin cans,
antimony, then tellurium, and iodine, and xenon, and then cesium, and
Barium is 56, and this is where the table splits, where lanthanides have just begun. Lanthanum, cerium, and praseodymium. Neodymium's next to promethium, then 62. Samarium, europium, gadolinium, and terbium, dysprosium, holmium, erbium, thulium, ytterbium, lutetium.
hafnium, tantalum, tungsten, then we're on to rhenium, osmium, and iridium, platinum, gold to make you rich till you grow old, mercury to tell you when it's really cold, thallium, and lead that is knit for your tummy, polonium, astatine would not be yummy, radar, and cesium will last a little time, radium, then actinides at 89. This is the period periodic table, noble gases stable, halogens and alkali react aggressively. Each period will see new outer shells will electrons are to the right. Actinium, thorium, protactinium, uranium, neptunium, plutonium, americium, curium, berkelium, californium, titanium, chromium, indolium, nobelium, lawrencium, rutherfordium, wm, spherium, boreum, hesium, meitnerium, obsidium, rucanium, copernicium, nihonium, clarovium, moscovium, livermorium, tennessine, and organesson. And then we're done.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the song,
electromagnetic spectrum is just a range of radiation. Let me tell you what they are. Radio waves, microwaves, infrared radiation, visible light, ultraviolet, X-rays, gamma rays. From the TV station to your living room, that is the work of radio waves. Heating food in just seconds, microwaves do that. Heat treatment for illness, take pictures in the dark. They are even in your remote control. Infrared radiation, the electromagnetic spectrum is just a name of a range of radiation. Let me tell you what they are. Radio waves, microwaves, infrared radiation, visible light, ultraviolet, X-rays, gamma rays. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. That is the only part of the spectrum that can be seen by us. The suntan on your skin kill bacteria and viruses. Used to detect forgery, that is ultraviolet. The electromagnetic spectrum is just a name of a range of radiation. Let me tell you what they are. Radio waves, microwaves, infrared radiation, visible light, ultraviolet, X-rays, gamma rays. See your broken bones and your hidden bombs. That is the work of X-rays. Kill cancer cells and sterilize.
Death metal.
Consider the following.
Mom died when I was only 7.
I heard Dad and Uncle Eli arguing after the funeral.
Now I have no choice, Eli. I have to find the golden loot.
And abandon your child?
With these notes, it shouldn't take long to find.
What was so important about golden loot?
There are 8 planets in the solar system. We revolve around the sun. Join us to learn about the different planets. Now sing along and have some fun.
My name is Mercury. I'm the second hottest planet.
The song you're about to hear is based on true events. In the early 1950s, Marie Tharp's ideas were dismissed as girl talk. Last name Tharp, first name Marie with an expertise in cartography. Got a job mapping the ocean floor using sonar data from the Second World War, but she needed new data to complete her map, so they loaded up a research vessel ASAP.
They sailed out on the sea, but they didn't bring along the rain.
They didn't let women on the research vessel, so with map-making tools, Marie did wrestle. She showed it to a colleague, Bruce Heason. He said, Marie, you got no rhyme or reason.
She caused a commotion when she said there was a rift valley at the bottom of the ocean. Girl talk.
That's what the man said. Yeah, that's what the man said. He called it
Girl talk.
rejected like that. In 2 seconds flat, he called it
Girl talk.
a valley with a rift implies continental drift.
There ain't no place in science for your silver reliance on that girl talk.
So Marie went back to the drawing board. Literally, she had a drawing board. She checked it once and she checked it twice. To be triple sure, she checked it thrice. She took it back and she showed it to Bruce. But this time, he called the truce. He shook his head. He said, Marie, I think I owe you an apology. Your map is right, yes, I must admit. But I'm worried that this map implies continental drift.
They published it anyway, even though they knew the scientists were bound to say nothing but girl talk.
That's what the men said. Yeah, that's what the men said. They called it
Girl talk.
rejected like that. In 2 seconds flat, they called it a valley with a rift implies continental drift.
There ain't no place in science for your southern reliance on that girl.
The song you're about to hear is based on true events. In the early 1950s, Marie Tharp's ideas were dismissed as girl talk. Last name Tharp, first name Marie with an expertise in cartography. Got a job mapping the ocean floor using sonar data from the Second World War, but she needed new data to complete her map, so they loaded up a research vessel ASAP.
They sailed out on the sea, but they didn't bring along the rain.
They didn't let women on the research vessel, so with map-making tools, Marie did wrestle. She showed it to a colleague, Bruce Heason. He said, Marie, you got no rhyme or reason.
She caused a commotion when she said there was a rift valley at the bottom of the ocean. Girl talk.
That's what the man said. Yeah, that's what the man said. He called it
Girl talk.
rejected like that. In 2 seconds flat, he called it
Girl talk.
a valley with a rift implies continental drift.
There ain't no place in science for your silver reliance on that girl talk.
So Marie went back to the drawing board. Literally, she had a drawing board. She checked it once and she checked it twice. To be triple sure, she checked it thrice. She took it back and she showed it to Bruce. But this time, he called the truce. He shook his head, he said, Marie, I think I owe you an apology. Your map is right, yes, I must admit, but I'm worried that this map implies continental drift.
They published it anyway, even though they knew the scientists were bound to say nothing but girl talk.
That's what the men said, yeah, that's what the men said. They called it
Girl talk.
Rejected like that. In 2 seconds flat, they called it
Girl talk.
a valley with a rift applies continental drift.
There ain't no place in science for your southern reliance on that girl talk. Still one man was intrigued. He was a well-known scientific celebrity. Jacques Cousteau was his name, and undersea exploration was his game.
He said,
I'll go into the to take Millie's map with me. I'll stream it for the whole world to see and settle this bubbling controversy. Socle bleu, how can it be? Ever since where Maurice said it would be. The Great Valley, every mountain peak, it's enough to make a man sneeze for weeks.
Marine Farms girl talk was the solution. Girl talk.
That's what the man said. Yeah, that's what the man said. He called it
Girl talk.
with photographic proof. They learned the truth. They called it
Girl talk.
a valley with a rift proof continental drift.
She changed modern science with her southern reliance on that girl talk. Girl talk. Girl talk. Girl talk.
Layers of the earth. Layers of the earth. Throw your hands up for the layers of the earth. Throw them up for what's below the surface. Throw your hands up and let's discuss the inner core, outer core, mantle and crust. Throw your hands up for the layers of the earth. Throw them up for what's below the surface. Throw your hands up and let's discuss the inner core, outer core, mantle and crust. Yeah. The layer we'll discuss first is the central inner core in the center of the earth. A solid ball buried below the dirt.
We believe it's primarily metallic iron.
You can never take a trip to the inner core, right? The heat will burn you up 9,000 Fahrenheit, 4,000 miles below the Earth's crust. One down, 3 to go, y'all. 1,800 miles from the tip top. The outer core is hard at work and it don't stop. It's busy spinning around the inner core. This steady movement causes Earth's magnetism. Ranging from 4 to 9,000 degrees, it contributes 1/5 of the heat flowing to you and me. It's liquid metal that violently flows. So let it settle when you're ready, let me know. Just throw your hands up for the layers of the earth. Throw them up for what's below the surface. Throw your hands up and let's discuss the inner core, outer core, mantle and crust. Throw your hands up for the layers of the earth. Throw them up for what's below the surface. Throw your hands up and let's discuss the inner core, outer core, mantle and crust. Yeah. The mantle layer is the largest of the class, about half of our planet's mass. The mantle is composed of very hot, dense rocks that move and flow, always on the go. They never lie, never stop, and responsible for tectonic shift. Please believe Earth's plates are adrift. It's pretty thick, y'all, and the heat is awesome. 1,600 at the top, 4,000 at the bottom. The continental crust surface is where we breathe. A lot of rock up to 25 miles deep. The oceanic crust is just next door. It's 3 to 5 miles thick below the ocean floor.
Earth's surface?
70% H2O.
Where you get all that water?
Salty sea flow. The rest is fresh water in the glaciers, ice caps, and snow. Throw your hands up for the layers of the earth. Throw them up for what's below the surface. Throw your hands up and let's discuss the inner core, outer core, mantle and crust. Throw your hands up for the layers of the earth. Throw them up for what's below the surface. Throw your hands up and let's discuss the inner core, outer core, mantle and crust.
The Earth's rocky crust is broken into plates. They're moving all the time, but at a very slow rate. Convection currents from deep in the mantle push on the crust till it's hard to handle. But every now and then, the plates get stuck, and the pressure builds up, and the pressure builds up.